Hey guys, Fred here, the guy who will help you master Photoshop just like this. And today we're going to create this kind of glitch animation. Ready? Excited? Boom! And once again, welcome to this tutorial. Let's go to my laptop and get started, and of course you have to go with me, otherwise you won't be able to follow the tutorial. Like, what did you think? Come on, seriously. And we're here. So first of all, we have to create a new project, of course, so we'll just go and press create new. And here we have to make sure our width is 1000, height is 1 to 50, make sure you have pixels selected, okay, resolution should be 300, and color mode RGB color. And if everything is fine, let's just press create. It's that easy. So let's now go and place our image. So first of all, of course, you can use any of your own images, but if you want to use exactly this image, you will find the link to this image in the description of this video. So let's just take it and place it in Photoshop. And the first thing we need to do, we need to make this image bigger. So we can just go here and, for example, like write 10%, and it's going to be bigger, and that's fine. We can just take it and bring it down so there's no white space left. Let's actually make this like 9 because 10 is too big. Perfect. So I'll just press OK. So first of all, let's now go to this background and delete this. We don't really need it. Part 1, creating the glitch effect. So now we have to create a copy of this layer. So just press right, go to duplicate layer and press OK. Now when you have done that, we have to open the blending options of this layer. To do that, you can click twice here on the empty place. Okay, so this is the shortcut. Or you can also press right here, and there you will find blending options. You can click it. Okay, I know that because I have my image here, you won't see it. You won't see it on my screen, but you will find it on your screen, blending options. Or you could also just click twice here on the empty place. So, and boom, that's what we need, layer styles. Okay, now when you are here we're going to have channels, and make sure you turn off one of them. So for example, we turn on R, which is a red channel. And what is actually that? This is red, green and blue. All of these three colors together create the full colors that we need in order to see this image. So for example, like with red, green, blue, we create all of the other colors as well. And right now we turned off the red color for the upper layer. So let's press OK. You can see here this kind of icon. This means that here we change the blending options basically. And now if we take our move tool and we just, take it and grab it a little bit left, see what happens? Magic! Look, it's that easy. Come on. Even my sister could have done that. No, seriously, my sister is like 6 years old and she does this too, so no joke, like I'm not joking, seriously. So you have to be able to do that. Part 2, opening the magical timeline. And now we'll have to create the timeline. Window, timeline. Okay, so and we have to press create video timeline, and when we do that, we'll have this kind of timeline appear. So if you're working first time with the timeline, I will try to be detailed. So what do we have actually here? Here we are going to have F. As you can see, F means frames. So every second has 30 frames. If you look here we have 30 FPS, which basically means 30 frames per second. So basically our 1 second we have like 30 different images. And here look what we have: 01 FF, and then 02 00F, 03 00. This basically means seconds. So for example, second number 1, second number 2, second number 3, and 4th second, 5th second, and so on. In between we have like 10 frames, 20 frames, and when we get 30 frames, we get already second number 1. So for example, we can as well zoom in and zoom out from the timeline. For example, if I bring this right, see what happens? We see more frames. So right now if I bring it to the right, we see first frame, second frame, third frame, and so on. But if I bring this to the left, we see only 5th frame, 10th frame, 15th frame. So we see it zoomed out. Okay, let's bring it like this. This should be fine. So now what do we need to do actually? So this is our blue arrow. Basically it helps us to move left and right, okay, and through our timeline. And for example, when I move it here, I can see where I'm located right now. Right now I'm on second number 1 and frame number 25. So first of all, I need to make this layer smaller. So I can just go here, and when I see this kind of icon, I just take it and grab it to the left like this, and then I can also take it from here and grab it to the right. So like this, what actually happens, for example, when I move it, see, right now I see only the image, which is this image, as you can see, because our timeline is here. And if I move it to the right, see what happens when I move on this image, we are going to see this glitch effect. So it's going to be glitch, no glitch, glitch, no glitch, and that's what we need. So, but we need to make sure the duration of this layer is actually only 5 frames. In order to do that, we need to zoom in, so just press here, and you're going to have, for example, 20 and 25. That means we need to make this smaller, and here we're going to have from 20 and 20 till 25. So that's only 5 frames. That's what we need. Perfect. Part 3. Wait, what was it? Oh yeah, adding the wind effect. How could I forget that? Now we need to add wind effect. In order to do that, we need to create a copy of this layer, and we just press right, duplicate layer, and press OK. So now let's take this layer. As you can see, we have here 2 copies. Let's move it to the right and give a little bit more distance between them. So for example, we have this glitch effect, and then we have another glitch effect. Okay. And what we also want to add to this copy, make sure you select it, go to filter, stylize, and wind. So here you're going to have, for example, 3 wind methods. First one is just wind, then is blast, and then is stagger. Let's move this up to see it here. For example, when we have just wind, as you can see, it's a little windy. Then we have this blast effect, and then we have this stagger effect. So I personally love the stagger effect, but you can also try other ones if you want to. And also we can change the direction from right or from left. Let's do it from right, and let's press OK. So now as you're going to see, we have here this kind of really interesting glitch effect. And so if we move the timeline, for example, you see no glitch, and then another glitch which is also windy. Boom. Mind blowing. Okay, and then we also need a third effect basically. So what we're going to do right now, let's go and copy this one here. So not the one with wind effect. And by the way, if you want to change the wind effect, for example, as you can see here, we have this on this layer, we have smart filters, and then we have wind effect. We can turn it off. So first of all, we don't see anything right now here because our timeline is not located on this layer. We need to bring it here. Okay, so right now we can turn it on and off. Or if you want to change it, you can actually just press twice on it. So just click twice, and then you can go here and change it and press OK. And as you can see, it's going to look different. Okay, but let's go back to wind. I'm going to go with stagger again. So now we need to create a copy of this layer. So let's just press right and again go to duplicate layers, which is located here. Press OK and OK again. And let's move it to the up, to the top, not to the up. So now let's take this and bring it to the right, and again we need to have small distance between them. So this layer is actually going to be a little bit different. We're going just to make it bigger. In order to do that, just go to edit, free transform, and now we just need to make it bigger. So you just need to hold and drag basically. And again, if you're using the latest version of Photoshop, which is Photoshop 2019, then when you're making the layers bigger, you don't need to hold shift. Okay, no shift. But if you're using an older version of Photoshop, for example 2018 or 17, you need to hold shift when you make the image bigger. Okay, copish. So let's just make this bigger, just hold and drag, or you can also make this bigger from here with percentage like this, and bring it a little bit down. So somewhere like this should be fine. So now actually what happens, we have this normal, and then we have this big effect. So we have this glitch effect, the windy glitch effect, and then just the size glitch effect, which is basically increasing the size. Boom. Why do I always keep saying boom? Come on, grow up already. Whew. So when we have done that, what we actually need to do, first of all, let's bring this to the left so we see the whole timeline basically, which is 5 seconds, but of course we can change that. So we need to take this image and bring this to the left. Right now, as you can see, our video is only 2 seconds and 8 frames long. So 2 seconds and 8 frames long. And let's say we want to upload it to Instagram or Facebook. They have like minimum duration. For example, for Instagram, minimum duration of the video is 3 seconds. So that's why we need to increase the duration of this video. And how can we do that? Actually, very simple. Simple. So now, for example, let's choose this layer here. And now we need to hold, actually we need to select all of them, so let's choose this one layer. And now we need to hold shift and choose the first one, and when we choose the first one with shift, we are going to select all of the layers between them as well. So now let's press right here and choose convert to smart object and see what happens. Now they're going to become one object, and for example, if I now take this and play, we are going to say our glitch effect here right now. Cool, right? So now we need to just copy this layer. For example, we can just press right, duplicate layer, and press OK. And now we can just take this copy and put it to the front. So basically move it. And what we're going to have here, so right now, as you can see, the duration of this video is going to be 4 seconds. We have here 4 and then 15 and something frames. So 4 seconds and 17 frames, which is perfect because in Instagram, it needs to be minimum 3 seconds and we have more than 3 seconds. Ta-da! Good job, guys. Good job. And finally, part 14, exporting everything. And I think for is 14 in like Spanish. I'm not sure. I don't speak Spanish. All I know is like uno, dos, tres, 14, and that's because I listened to the song, whatever. If you're still here with me, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm posting daily cool videos that you have never seen before on YouTube anywhere else. So now we just need to export it. And to do that, let's just go to File, Export, Render Video. So you can just code whatever you want. For example, the glitchy girl animation. And then we go to select folder. You have to select the folder where you want to save it. I'm just going to save it to desktop. And so here you're going to have, basically, if you have Windows, you're going to have here Adobe Media Encoder. If you have Mac, you're going to have here QuickTime most likely, okay? But whatever you have here, just make sure you don't select Photoshop image sequence. Make sure you select the other option. And here, what else? Another important thing is preset. So you can choose high quality, medium quality, low quality. But of course, we go for high quality. Why do we need low quality? Come on, seriously. Then we have the size, frames per second, and this everything is fine. So just don't touch it. Just press render and enjoy. We're finally going to see what we have been working on. Almost done. Yep. Finito. So now let's close this and close this as well. Close this as well. Oh my god, I have so many things open. How long is this video? 11 minutes? Not that long, right? And so, wait, which one? Glitchy girl animation. Okay, so I'll just choose this. And so let me just pause this and I want to repeat this. So, okay. And let's see. Boom. Boom. How cool is that? Thank you guys for watching this, and now it's time for me to go back where I came from. And you know where I came from? Of course, Narnia. How else would I know all of this Photoshop stuff? Come on. You see, there's a... what is this thing called in English? Anyway, you know what I mean, right? So I have to go back there and see you till tomorrow because I post every day. Almost. Sometimes I forget to post, but see you. Bye. And just a small ad in the description below. There's a free Photoshop course that will take you what? Take you from 0 to pro and help you create amazing magical stuff.